Hello and welcome, my dear friends, to another episode of Cooking with Brightsider. We're actually baking again. Today we're making some honey cake. And what you're going to need is 2 eggs, 250 grams of butter. You need some honey. You need a lemon. You need milk. You need some baking soda. And you need some vanilla sugar. And you're also going to need some flour. Exactly. And you're going to need some sugar as well. Another thing you're going to need is a thing like this and some papers, baking papers. 4 pieces of those. And they have to be the same size. Okay, let's do something then. First, you insert the eggs into a bowl, just like this. Next, you insert the butter into the bowl, but not all of it. You have to insert 50 grams of butter into your egg bowl. That's very precise. Now we're going to insert some sugar into the bowl. How much, you might ask yourself? I don't know, we will see how much it turns out to be. So, more than 140 grams. So 150, I suppose. Yeah, that's how you measure. Next, you're going to take some milk. Just a spoon of it, I suppose. And another one, because 1 spoon of milk is not much. So you take 2 tablespoons of milk and put them into your very weird looking bowl. Next, get your honey. You know, the bee stuff that bees produce that is quite sweet. Might be hard to get the honey off of the spoon. That's a weird number. Next, you get another bowl and then you insert flour. You insert a lot of flour because it's a cake and bread and stuff is made out of flour. You take exactly 500 grams of flour. What a day. All the measurements are perfect. Get your baking soda and put it into the bowl. 1 teaspoon of it, which is about 5 grams. So, just like this. And then you stir it up. That's not good. You already prepared a bath, I suppose. If not, then do it now. So this is a bath, and yeah, you should take a bowl made of some kind of metal, and then you place it onto your bath. Then you place your bowl on top of the bath so that the butter melts, and then you stir it up. This looks very interesting. Well, and then you stir it up until something happens. You stir it up until there's some kind of a foam. This doesn't look like a foam yet. Looks like a soup or something. A soup that I wouldn't want to eat. Next, you're going to need your dough hooks. So be prepared. Be prepared. Looking like sister chromatids or something. So this is foamy enough. Yes, it is. Look at it. And you gotta be fast now. Attach the dough hooks and then you do this. What a weird method. Smells like honey already. Look at this technique. Unique technique. Well, be faster. Faster. The foam is disappearing. And you only attach your dough hook if you want to make dough, you know? Yes. I don't know how long you're supposed to do these steps. Okay, it's ready. This is your dough. What a nice dough! Next, you let this piece of dough rest for 15 minutes. You might shape it though. In the meantime, you might preheat your oven. You can set your oven to 180 degrees. Next, you get your scale and you put another bowl on top of it because you have to divide the dough by 4. And each piece has to be the same size. You get your dough now and you put it in there. And next you divide it by 4. And that's where your 4 sheets of baking paper come into play. Get the first one. Too much. Perfect. And now you have 4 pieces of dough. 1, 2, 3, 4. No 5, no 6, just 4. And now you spread them. Get your thing, which I still not know how it's called. And roll your dough gently down the sheets. Amazing dough here. Your cake is also supposed to be very thin, not more than 2 millimeters thick, which is pretty thin. You almost fill your whole sheet. So, be sure that every cake part, every dough sheet is the same size. You may actually want to cut your dough and stuff, so next, you take your sheets and you put them into the already preheated oven. There you go, little piece of sheet. And you have to repeat this step with each cake sheet. So, somehow, don't ask me how, you have to make this stuff creamy. What the hell? So you mash the butter, or you combine the butter and the sugar to make an ugly mess. This is what your cream should look like. Blech. I don't think this looks tasty. This looks shocking. Ugh. Now a cake sheet is finished. This is how you want it to look like. Golden brownish. And then you put the next one in. Same process again. And put it in there. There you go, next sheet. Next you remove your cake sheet from the baking paper. Be very careful, otherwise your cake will be destroyed. You don't want that to happen, do you? So be careful. Voila! Next, take a pot and insert flour. You're going to insert 100 grams of flour into this bowl, into this pot actually. That's not precise, that is 1 gram too much. Take milk and insert it into the bowl. You're going to insert a lot of milk. 500 milliliters of milk in a pot. And you want to cook this stuff. But we have to take out the next piece of cake. First, look at it. Number 2, and repeat the process again. And put the next cake sheet into the oven. Next, take your milk flour and cook it. Increase the viscosity of your milk liquid stuff. In goes the last one, and out comes the third one. It starts to bubble. That's a good sign. Put your milk pot into cold water and stir it. Just like this. Salt it a bit. Next, get your lemon and cut it. And now, add the lemon juice to your thick milk. You want there to be a lemon flavor in your cake, you know. Lemon. Use the whole lemon, by the way. Lemon. In there you go. Now get your butter abomination and add your, in the meantime, a bit cooled down milk into your butter abomination. Be sure that it's not too hot anymore, and insert it. And now, cream up your cream. And there you have your cream. And this is how you want your cream to look like. Now take your cream, look at the amount, and divide it by 3. So the top of the cake stays cream-free. So I've just been told that this is actually pudding. Very interesting fact, I know. Apply the pudding to your cake sheets. So put your cream on top of this thing. Now get your next cake sheet and put it on top of the one covered with cream. And now you repeat this step. Get your second bowl, the thick milk pudding cream thing. And yeah, you know what to do. And get your third bowl. Get your last cake sheet and put it on top. And now you let your cake rest for several hours. So, several hours turned out to be on the next day. About 10 to 12 hours have passed, and now we're going to finish up the honey cake. And the last step you do is you apply powdered sugar. So, put powdered sugar on top. The cake has become soft in the meantime, and this really adds up to it. That's enough? Okay, that's enough powdered sugar, and your cake is almost finished. Now you just cut it. What the hell? So this is how you cut it, obviously. I don't know why. So you cut the cake into kite-like shapes. Now get your cake and put it onto a plate. And there you go. There you have your honey cake. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If not, well, enjoy your honey cake. See you in the next episode of Cooking with Brightsider.